I don't want to set the world on fire.
Hey everyone, Pilate here. Doing another one of my car confessions. I hope you guys like these. If you really hate them, let me know. Well, actually, I'm gonna be honest. Even if you hate them, I'm probably gonna keep doing them. In any event, because it's actually a lot of fun. But today's car confessional is titled, Why I Want to Be a Wife and Mother. Now, that statement is blasphemy, according to most feminists today. But personally, I think it's one of the most feminist positions you can take. You know, if I could have done it already, I would have already been married with kids. It's very much something that I've always wanted. I always tell this story about how the first day of first grade, the only memory I have is walking into the classroom and thinking to myself, which one of these boys is going to be my husband, okay? And that was when I was like 6 or something. So I've always wanted this, and I think it makes sense that a woman would want it. Evolutionarily speaking, culturally speaking, psychologically speaking, I just don't think that there's any reason why a woman would not want to be a wife and mother. And I am so sick of all of this crap about, oh, you know, you're selling out your gender or all that. You know, no. I want to be a wife and mother because it is among the most feminist things to do. And here's why. First reason why. Hey, we've got the uterus, all right? We actually have the ability to birth a child, all right? That's incredible. And it's something that men don't have, right? Feminists want to talk about how powerful they are, how awesome they are, but they like don't want to have kids. And it's like, that's what makes you so powerful. You get to birth and raise the next generation of humans, of human beings, okay? That is huge. It is the most powerful aspect of being a woman. And I just absolutely refuse to think that being a mother is somehow a sellout to my gender. It's not. It is utilizing the very power that our, you know, great creator gave us as women, which is that we get to birth and foster the next generation. Okay? Now, that's about being a mother. But reason number 2 why I want to be a wife and mother, and this goes more to the wife aspect, is I love the whole Beauty and the Beast hero story. This is something that Jordan B. Peterson talks a lot about, and I think he's dead right about it, and that's why we see it in all the romance novels. Women like the idea of taming a beast. And, you know, if any of my viewers, and I'm sure all of you have met a good man in your life, you know that there's a little bit of monster in each and every one of them. But if they had a good wife, like my father had and my mother, they become tame and they learn how to use that masculinity and that monster in them to do amazing things for their family, for their wife, for their kids, and to frankly go out there and build Western civilization. I mean, men have done amazing things, and I really do think it's because men have had the great pleasure of having women help them understand themselves and help them come to use their masculinity in a productive way. Like, all these feminists want to talk about toxic masculinity. Well, the only way that the toxic part of masculinity gets fixed is when men meet real women. And real women aren't like men. Real women are like women. And when men meet real women, they actually know how to be real men. When men have to deal with all these crazy, weird, like amorphous women who do like the short hair that's white. What's the deal with the white, by the way? I know that that's like it's a thing right now, like Katy Perry did it, and that Australian chick that interviewed Milo on television had the short white look. And I just really don't get like what this white platinum coloring is about. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is, real men will respond to real women, and that's why I made it a project. This sounds so silly, but I made it a project when I was in law school to become a woman who wears and can wear high heels all day, every day. And I am still that woman. If you ever see me, you know, doing my business or If I'm at a party or if I'm at any kind of special event, I'm in high heels because I'm a woman and I'm gonna embrace the heels, you know? It's part of what makes me different. I love my dresses, I love doing my hair, I love my makeup, and you know, I like the idea that because of my femininity, men out there can be better men, you know? So that's part of it. I wanna be a good wife. I wanna help a man be a better man, right? And I wanna help foster and raise the next generation. That was number 1. So, number 3 is, you know, being around kids is a lot of fun. And I'm so sick of this, like, kids suck, like, kids get a bad rap thing, like, kids are such a bummer, because are they expensive? Yeah, I'm sure they're expensive. But, you know, I have a little niece who's only 6 months old, and to see the spark of life in another little human is just incredible. Like, to see a baby human starting to understand the world, to perceive what's around it, to hear and speak language, to try to use their limbs, like this, like to watch a human baby child develop is just, I mean, it is just incredible. I have just been dumbfounded with awe watching my baby niece, and she's only 6 months old, right? Like she can't do anything pretty much yet, and I am just in awe of this little baby human. So I think watching humans grow up is fascinating, and I don't know why anyone would want to pass up that opportunity. So that's reason number 3. Reason number 4 is, and this is kind of more external to me, but we gotta get Westerners having some kids again. And if I have to be among one of the first women that is like, I am gonna be a proud mother of like 3+ kids at least, because I really would like to have 4 or so. Like that would be kind of nice. But you know, I want to have kids. Like I don't want to just have like 1 kid baby. Like I want to have kids because, you know, we have so many women out there who just abort their children, right? And I don't say a fetus, it's their children. There are women aborting their children, and the West is depriving ourselves of like a whole, like multiple generations worth of Westerners, and we need Westerners. We need people who believe in liberty, who believe in free speech, and who understand the value of free markets and capitalism and property rights. Like we need more Westerners. So I'm gonna make as many Westerners as I possibly can, much to the chagrin, I'm sure, of all of the crazy ass leftists and feminists and like Islamists out there, but I'm gonna make as many Westerners who love freedom as I can. So that's reason number 4. And the 5th reason is, you know, this is my last reason too, and this will just kind of wrap it up, but, and I might get some flack for this, but if I had it my way, I would not work full-time. Like if I had it my way, I would much rather have a situation where I could become such a boss of the home and raise my kids the way I want, even homeschool them maybe, especially given how crappy public schools are right now with all of this weird gender bending nonsense. And I would much rather do that and like start a nonprofit organization where I do community service type work like part-time and then take care of my children. Like, I'm saying this right now as a woman, I would rather do that, okay? I'm an attorney and I work my butt off, and don't get me wrong, like I actually love what I do, but if I had it my way, I would much rather be like a wife in the 50s than be a woman working like 80 hours a week in current day and age being single. Like I would, like, I'm saying like so much in this video, I'm sorry. I'm gonna, just to tell my followers that I acknowledge that I'm doing that and I know I'm doing it, I would much rather have that life. And don't get me wrong, I would like to have the freedom to do what I mentioned before, which is start a nonprofit and kind of do charity work that I was passionate about as a part-time person. And in the 50s, it would have been pretty hard as a woman to even do something like that, to start an organization and to run it herself. That would be something that people probably raise an eyebrow to, and I wouldn't like that. But what I really don't like right now is that the very statement that I would rather stay home and raise kids and be a wife and learn how to be an excellent chef and learn how to make clothes look great and have a beautiful home all the time and, you know, not have to worry about an alarm clock going off and dealing with clients, like, you know, if I could live that life, I actually would prefer it, and I'm being honest about that. But the mere fact that that statement right now, when certain feminists see this, will make their head explode, that is what troubles me the most. And that is why I'm making this video, because there are genuine reasons to want to be a wife and mother, and none of them have to do with the patriarchy that doesn't exist. So I just wanted to make this video. That's 5 reasons why I want to be a wife and mother. And if you liked this video, I hope you'll subscribe and like below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.
I just want to start a flame in your heart.